Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Friday or whenever you are watching. And we're going to get back to our 1968 Year of the Pitcher Challenge with Denny McLain and Bob Gibson. And tonight's game will be a Bob Gibson start. It is his second start against the Cleveland Indians, and they are home at St. Louis. So it's Bob Gibson of the 68 Cardinals taking on Corey Kluber of the 2017 Cleveland Indians. In 1968, Denny McLain was 31-6 with an ERA of 1.96 and 280 strikeouts, while Bob Gibson was 22-9 with an ERA of a 1.12 and 268 strikeouts. And they take on the 12 best major league teams, as I've deemed them, of 2017, home and away for 24 starts. We're on the second end of the tour. We're on the home tour, so they're coming down the stretch. So let's see the year of the pitcher, how it does against 2017. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Strat-O-Matic dice. We're using Strat-PC. All right, for the Cleveland Indians, let's go to Bob Gibson first. And Bob Gibson notes. I can never find pitching. There we go. No, it's not that one either. Ratings. Card. Pitching. Ratings. Notes. Here we go. All right. He has started. This will be start 15 for Bob Gibson. In his prior 14 starts, he is 8-5 with one no decision. His ERA is 1.75. He has struck out 100. He's thrown 124 innings. He's given up 78 hits, walked 38, struck out 114, and has given up 8 home runs. Let's get to the Cleveland Indians starting lineup. Leading off, playing first base, Carlos Santana. 259, 23 homers, 79 ribbies. Batting second, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor, 273, 33 homers, 89 RBI. Batting third, playing left field, Michael Brantley, 299, 9 homers, 52 ribbies. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion, 258, 38 homers, 107 runners driven in. Batting fifth in right field, Lonnie Chisenhall, 288, 12 homers, 53 runners knocked in. Batting sixth at third base, Jose Ramirez, 318, 29 homers, 83 runners knocked in. Batting seventh at second base, Jason Kipnis, 232, 12 homers, 35 ribby. Batting eighth in center field, Bradley Zimmer, 241, 8 home runs, and 39 RBI. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Yan Gomes, 232, 14 home runs, and 56 runners knocked in. Here at the ballpark, we have Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire. Hope all is well. And also Johnny B. Crazy. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel, Cylon Johns, also, Johnny B. Crazy. All things Game of Thrones, Cylons, and Lunchbox. I want a Lunchbox. Very cool stuff. So check out that great channel, as I lost my second screen. And it's back up now. Alrighty, let's get to the ball game, because I believe Dave Little's streaming at 9. So let's see how fast Al Red Sox Fan can go. Alright, so Bob Gibson is on the mound. I play as the Cardinals. The Strat PC engine as the Indians. So Santana in this project is 0 for 7. Is batting 143 in 7 at-bats. Gibson's ready to work. He picks up the sign from a Carver. Ball game on its way. And that is a 4-10. A 4-10 off the Gibby card. Column of choice for Santana. He's going to see a pitch to grip and rip. 4-10. And we rolled a 12. So he's going to hit this ball hard. Hard hit ball. Knocked down by Gibson. He throws to first for the out. 1 down. That was slated for center field. Nice play by Gibby. Stepping to the plate, left-handed batter. Francisco Lindor in the project. He is 0 for 8. He struck out 3 times. He's looking for a 2-4. The windup and the pitch from Gibby. And Gibson deals Lindor a 4-8. So Gibson missing his spots. Another chance for an Indian batter to smack one. And a 4-8 and a 9 on the split. And that's going to be a base hit right up the middle. Gibson couldn't knock that one down. So a 1-out single. Lindor's at first. 85% chance of stealing second. Cepeda holding him on. Coming to the plate is Michael Brantley. Let's see if he'll get the lead. And Gibson and Cepeda do a wonderful job. Lindor can't go nowhere. Full attention now goes to Brantley at the plate. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch from Gibson. And he deals Brantley another 4, a 4-6 this time. So Gibson having trouble with his control here. 4-6 to Brantley. And this time Brantley's going to strike this ball very hard, as that's a 9 on the 20-sided die. And that's going to beat Curt Flood to the right center field gap. Maris will chase it down, and that's a double for Brantley. Advancing to third is Lindor with 1 out. So Gibson has not been sharp early. And now I'll bring up Edwin Encarnacion. Chisenhall is on deck. Encarnacion in the project 0 for 7. He can get off the schneid here. 1 out, 2 on. He's looking for the 1-3 column. Gibson nods his head. He deals to Encarnacion. That's all, folks. And he deals Edwin a 4-6. And that's not good for Edwin this time. 4-6. Pick up some sticks. And we rolled a 3 on the 20-sided die. Line shot to a leaping Shannon at third. Oh, he just robbed extra bases from Encarnacion. So 2 outs, and Gibson tips his cap to his third baseman, who has been error-prone in this series. So has Maxville at short in this project. And I'll bring up Lonnie Chisenhall. Chisenhall batting 167. No homers, no ribbies. He's walked once, struck out twice. Brantley at second, Lindor at third, 2 away. Chisenhall, left-handed batter. McCarver wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Lonnie Chisenhall. The 20-sided die tried to jump, but we get it back quite quickly. And that's a 5-5. 5-5 off the Gibson card. Curveball. Swing and a miss! So Gibson, with a magnificent play from Shannon at third, pitches out of the jam. Cleveland threatens, but do not score. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the St. Louis Cardinals. Well, we're going to give you their whole lineup. Leading off in left field, Lou Brock. 279 in 1968 with 6 homers and 51 ribbies. Batting second in center field. The reason why all these players have these huge contracts. A very brave man when it came to things like that and other things. Curt Flood, the true pioneer when it came to free agency and fighting for it. 301, 5 homers and 60 ribbies. Batting third in his last year of baseball, a shell of himself, Roger Maris, 255, 5 home runs, 45 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, Orlando Cepeda, the baby bull. And Cepeda batted 248, 16 homers, and 73 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Tim McCarver, a personal favorite of Uncle Ron Juckett. I'm being facetious. 253, 5 homers, 48 ribbies. Batting sixth at third base, the man who just made that wonderful leaping catch, Mike Shannon, 266, 15 homers, 79 ribbies. Batting seventh at second base, Julian Javier, 264 home runs, 52 runners knocked in. Batting 8th, the designated hitter Bobby Tolan. 230, 5 home runs, 17 ribbies. And batting 9th, the shortstop Dahl Maxwell. 253, 1 home run, and 24 runners knocked in. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. So here's Lou Brock in this project. He's batting 213, no home runs, 4 ribbies. He's walked twice, struck out 20 times, and stolen 3 bases. He's looking for a 2-6. On the mound for Cleveland is Corey Kluber. We'll give you his numbers in a moment. Gomes is behind the plate. Here's the pitch from Kluber to Lou Brock. And that is a 4-5 off the Kluber card. 4-5. Fastball. Oh! Catches the outside corner. 1 down. Brock goes down looking. So Corey Kluber in 2017 was 18-4 with a 2.25 earned run average. He gave up 21 gopher balls. He struck out 265, walked 36. He's going to be in that strike zone, folks. On the project, he's picking up, he's 1-1 against McLain and Gibson. ERA 1.10, 16 innings pitched, 14 hits, 5 walks, 22 Ks. He's only given up 1 gopher ball. Gomes is behind the plate. Santana at first, Kipnis at second, Lindor's at short, Ramirez at third, Brantley's in left, Zimmer's in center, and Chisenhall is in right. Here comes Curt Flood batting 207, no homers, 7 ribbies, 4 walks, 12 Ks, and 2 stolen bases. Right-handed batter. Kluber kicks and deals to Curt Flood, and that is a 1-6. Column of choice for Curt Flood. He's ready to grip and rip on the 1-6. And he's going to strike this ball well. As that's a 7 on the 20-sided die. And that's a shot to left center field. No one's getting that one. Zimmerman's going to play it off the wall on the carom. And Flood is at second with a 1-out double. That'll bring up Roger Maris. Maris has been not so bueno in this project. In 47 at-bats, he has a 170 batting average. No home runs, 3 ribbies. 2 walks. He struck out 9 times. Looking for ribby number 4 here. Kluber looks in. He's ready to work to Roger Maris, and that is a 2-7 to Maris, and it's a column of choice for Maris. He's ready to grip and rip. Can he turn back the hands of time on the 2-7? No, he cannot. He pops the ball up sky high, first base side. Santana going back a bit. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Flood bluffed, but did not go, as that was in shallow right. And now bring up the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda batting 164 with 1 RBI, no home runs. He's walked 5 times, struck out 12 times, and stolen 2 bases. Dave Little is here at the stadium. Hope all is well. I'm here to check out Dave Little. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He'll have a basketball game up, so I'm going to go a little faster than normal. Kluber picks up the sign from Gomes. Here's the pitch to Orlando Cepeda. The baby bull is dealt a 1-5. A 1-5 to the baby bull. Orlando Cepeda. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The side is retired. Top of the second. Scoreless here in St. Louis. Gibson back out to the mound. He'll face Ramirez, Kipnis, and Zimmer. Ramirez is 0 for 8 in this project. He's looking for the 1-4 column, left-handed batter. McCarver sets the target. Here's a pitch from Gibson to Ramirez, and that is a 5-2. How do you do on the 5-2 off the Gibby card? 5-2. Ground ball to Julian Javier at second base. We rolled a 5. This will be a tough play for Javier. Let's roll for the error. And that's a 9. No error on the play, but will Javier make the spectacular play? That's the question. That ball's headed up the middle. Javier dives from his knees. He throws low to Cepeda. Picks it out of the dirt. 1 down. What a play by Julian Javier and Cepeda. So with 1 out, they'll bring up Jason Kipnis. He's batting 250 with no homers, no ribbies. He struck out once. He's looking for the 3-4 column. Kipnis, left-handed batter. Gibson kicks and deals, and Kipnis is dealt a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. The 5-3 on the Gibby card. 5-3 to Kipnis. Ground ball right back to Gibby. And we rolled a 17. He fields the ball quite cleanly on the hard hit ball back to him. As he throws over to Cepeda. That's a 6. And I'll be out number 2. Gibby fielded his position quite well there. So 2 outs, base is empty for the Cleveland center fielder, Bradley Zimmer. Zimmer is batting 1,000. He's had 1 at-bat with a hit. Looking for the 3-4 column. Another left-handed stick here. Here's the pitch to Zimmer. And Gibson deals Zimmer a 4-8. And that is a column of choice, 4-8. So Gibson has not been sharp here. 4-8 and a 5. And that's going to be a hard single. As that fooled no one. That pitch is returned to center. Line shot to center. And that's a 2-out single. Zimmer, 85% chance of stealing second. Cepeda holding him on. Number 9 batter, the catcher, Yan Gomes, comes up plate. He's batting .333. No home runs, no ribbies. He has struck out twice. Zimmer's running. 85% chance that he is safe. 12% chance of a throwing error. McCarver will hold on to the ball. So Zimmer's in scoring position with 2 outs. And now Gibson will concentrate on getting Yan Gomes at the plate. He peeks over his shoulder. Zimmer has a short lead. Here's the pitch to Yan Gomes looking for the 2-4 column. Instead, he gets the column of death, 6-6. They're not going to get their kicks on Route 66 on the Bob Gibson card. 6-6. That's a fly ball out to Curt Flood. He's there. He makes the catch. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Due up for the Cardinals, McCarver, Shannon, and Javier. Tim McCarver batting .185 in the project against the 2017 teams. 5 ribbies. He's walked twice, struck out 12 times. He does have a stolen base. No home runs for Tim. McCarver, left-handed batter, awaits the right-handed throwing Kluber. Pitch homeward bound to Tim McCarver from Corey Kluber, and that is a 4-10. 4-10 to Tim McCarver off the Kluber card. That's going to be a ground ball to Lindor. We roll an 8. Lindor fields it quite smoothly. He'll throw over to Santana at first. Here's the error check. That's a 9. And that's going to be out number 1. If you're scoring at home, 6-3. Lindor to Santana, 1 out. Now striding the plate, right-handed batting third baseman Mike Shannon made an outstanding play to keep this game scoreless in the top of the first. Shannon in the project batting .314, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts. He has been a bright spot in a very dismal offense for the 68 Cardinals. Kluber picks up the sign from Gomes. Here's the pitch to Mike Shannon. And that is a 1-5 to Shannon. 1-5 to Mike Shannon. Curveball. Strike 3 looking. Oh, boy, did that ball bend like Beckham. So there's 2 outs. Base is empty for the Cardinals' second baseman, Julian Javier. He's batting .283. No homers, 5 ribbies, 5 walks, 12 Ks. Trying to keep the line moving with 2 outs. Javier awaits the Kluber offering. Here's the pitch to Julian Javier, and that's a 2-6. Column of choice. Julian Javier is going to see a pitch to grip and rip on 2-6. And a 15. Javier lines to Lindor, and the side is retired. He hit it on the screws and nothing to show for it. We go to the top of the third. Scoreless here in St. Louis. Due up for the Cleveland Indians. Top of the order, Santana, Lindor, and Brantley. To face Bob Gibson, the intense one on the mound. Santana's 0 for 1. He grounded out. The windup and the pitch from Gibson to Santana, and that's a 1-12. 1-12 off the Santana card. Inside pitch. Boom! Oh, my Lord. That's going to leave a mark as he got hit with that fastball. Gibson didn't like him. He was crowding that plate. He Want to give him a tight shave. Instead, he's going to give him a nice tattoo of a baseball near his rib cage. So Santana's at first, smarting a bit. Corners move in against Lindor, who is a B bunter. Cepeda is holding on Santana. And Santana wants to make Gibson and the Cardinals pay. 75% chance of him being safe. We're going to throw down this time. We need a 16 or better. Come on, Timmy McCarver. Timmy McCarver! That's a 10. That was a 10. So sliding in safely will be Santana as he beats the McCarver throw. So with no outs, Santana's in scoring position. Lindor's 1 for 1. He's singled. The bench coach has moved. The corner's back. We'll listen to the bench coach. He's swinging away, Lindor. Gibson kicks and deals to Francisco Lindor. I'm going to roll those over again. My hand knocked it. I don't know what it was. That is a 4-7. 4-7 to Lindor. And that's a single to center. Will they wave Santana around? No, they'll hold him at third. So first and third, no outs for Brantley. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Lindor's probably going to go. He's got an 85% chance of stealing. No, he doesn't. And he'll pitch to Brantley. Here's the pitch to Michael Brantley from Gibson. The red die has jumped. And that's going to be a 3-7. Man, Gibson is not hitting his spots. Column of choice, 3-7. Brantley's ready to grip and rip on the 3-7. And he's going to single. As he singles to center, Santana trots in from third. 1-0 Cleveland. Lindor was off to the races. He goes first to third. And there are no outs. Brantley picks up an RBI. Infield moves in. It's kind of early. I'm going to get them out of that. I don't like the infield in. I don't want a big inning. So let's move our infield back to normal. And let's hold the runner on first. And here's Edwin Encarnacion. He lined out in his first plate appearance. Brantley can't get the lead. Now it's up to Encarnacion to try to knock in Lindor. No outs, 1-0 Cleveland. Runners on the corners. Gibson peeks to first once again. The windup and the pitch to Encarnacion. And Gibby deals him a 2-3 to Encarnacion. 2-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 2-3. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Will they test Maris's arm? That looks deep. Maris at the track makes the catch. Tagging is Lindor. Maris will throw to the cutoff. It's 2-0. Cleveland keep the double play in order. Stepping to the plate, left-handed batting, Lonnie Chisenhall. He struck out against Gibson. Here's the pitch to Chisenhall from Gibson, and that is a 5-7. 5-7. Will this be the double play ball to end the inning? 5-7. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gibson challenged him with the fastball. So 2 outs. Brantley will be off on contact. Stepping to the plate is Jose Ramirez, the third baseman. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. He's looking for the 1-4 column. Gibson ready to work. He deals to Ramirez. And that is a 6-9. Column of death for a hitter on the Gibson card. 6-9. Gibson hasn't been sharp, but that pitch is sharp. 6-9. Ground ball to Maxville at short. We rolled a 12. Maxville backhands the ball. He'll fire to Cepeda. And that's a 5. And that's going to be a rare play, so we don't know what's going on here. It's going to be a crazy, wacky play here. Line shot. Rolls off Gibson. Maxville barehands it. Throws to first. And they got him. So the ball goes off Gibson's glove. Hits the turf. Maxville cat-like quickness, bare hands it, fires to Cepeda with a nice stretch, and the side is retired, but Cleveland scores 2. They're up 2-0, bottom of the third. Due up for the Cardinals, Tolan, Maxville, and Lou Brock. Bobby Tolan in the project batting .333 with a home run and 2 ribbies, no walks, 4 Ks. Left-handed batter. Kluber's ready. Here's the pitch to Bobby Tolan, and that's a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Corey Kluber card. Column of choice for Tolan, 6-3. Kluber misses his spot, and that's a 12 on the 20-sided die. Tolan sends that ball, sinking line drive. Chisenhall makes the catch. Good jump by Lonnie Chisenhall. So Tolan had a pitch to grip and rip, and he didn't take advantage of it. 1 out. Number 9 batter, the shortstop, Dahl Maxville, made that fabulous play off the Gibson glove to end the top of the third. He's batting .205, no homers, 3 ribbies. Walked 5 times, struck out 12. The windup and the pitch from Kluber to Maxville. That's a 5-5 off the Corey Kluber card. 5-5. Strike 3. Caught him looking. Spotted that fastball well. 2 outs. Top of the order for Lou Brock. He was a strikeout victim of Corey Kluber. Kluber deals to the lefty Brock, and that's a 1-8. A 1-8 off the Brock card from Corey Kluber. And Brock works a walk, keeps the inning alive. Tying run comes to the plate in Kurt Flood. Brock, 95% chance of stealing. He's going. We're going to attempt the steal. Oh, he couldn't get the lead. He's still a 70% chance. We're going to attempt the steal anyway. He's off to the races. We need a low throw here. Gomes is going to throw down. That's a 17. He'll be out by 4 years. And that should retire the side. Great throw by Gomes. The tag is applied, and Lou Brock is out. So the Cardinals try to get something going. Brock is thrown out, though. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Cleveland. Due up for the 2017 Indians is Kipnis, Zimmer, and Gomes to face Bob Gibson. He has not been stellar. He has not hit his spots. Kipnis is 0 for 1. He grounded out. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Kipnis, and it's not with love. That is a 4-3. What will it be? We shall see again. Column of choice off the Gibson card. He has not been sharp at all. 4-3, and that's a 14 on the split. So Kipnis hits the ball hard back to Gibson. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to Cepeda. 1 down. Gibson fielding his position like a goalie there. Now bring up Bradley Zimmer, the center fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Another left-handed batter to face the right-handed intense one, Bob Gibson. The windup and the pitch to Zimmer. And that is a 5-8 off the Gibby card. 5-8 to Zimmer. It's going to be a ground ball to Julian Javier. That is a 16. Javier fields it smoothly. Throws to Cepeda. That is a bad throw, and it gets away from Cepeda. Rounding first and heading to second is Bradley Zimmer, and Bob Gibson just cannot believe it. There should be 2 outs and no one on, instead 1 out. Zimmer's in scoring position for the number 9 batter, the Cleveland Indian catcher, Yan Gomes, who's 0 for 1. Zimmer's going to try to steal third. Only a 45% chance. We're going to throw. We need a 10 or better. McCarver's already let 1 runner steal a base, and he does it again. Unbelievable. McCarver with a poop throw. That's a 1. Zimmer slides in safely. This could be a possible error now on Tim McCarver because it's a 1. We roll for the error. That's a 14. So Shannon should block that ball. 14. And the throw sails into the outfield on a 14? Did I do that right? Did I click on the right button? Oh my lord. A 14? That's an error? Usually it's a low throw, a low roll. Oh man, I gotta see that again. I don't know if I undo that. I have to let him steal 1-14. Well, I'm going to assume I did that right. 14 just doesn't seem right. Joining us at the ballpark, Nat King Cole Curry. How you doing, my friend? He has a front row seat for this one. Wonderful singing voice he has. Check out his channel. He did a Nat King Cole song. It's a few years old, but a beautiful version of it. W Vogs, how you doing, Will? Check out that card collecting channel. And Driving That Train, Casey Jones, another wonderful channel. Check that out. Now let me see on my second screen here, because it's a little behind, so bear with me a moment. I want to see if I by accident clicked on the wrong button here. Lindor. How far behind is this second screen? Hello, Bobby Cantilano. I'm just pausing because I want to see if sometimes I think I click on the right button number and then it doesn't red, you know, the circle doesn't go red. His T rating. No, I understand that. But I rolled a 14. Let me just refresh this. I want to see the... well, you know what? I'm not going to go back. If I made a mistake, it's oh well. 3-0. Let's continue with the game because Dave Little's going to stream at around 9. I want to be done by 9. So I'll check. If I made an error, I'll find it later. Hello, Larry Harris. Hope all is well, my friend. And it's going to drive me nuts. My second screen's way behind. Let me just refresh this. Bear with me a moment. Let's get back to the ball game. Yeah, now I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. All right, well, that's fine. Here we go. So Yan Gomes is at the plate. 1 out, base is empty. 3-0 Cleveland. He's looking for the 2-4 count. I think I made a mistake on that, but we'll find out after. Here's the pitch to Gomes. He's 0 for 1. He flew out. And that is a 3-4 to Yan Gomes. 3-4 from Gibson to Gomes. That's a ground ball to Javier. He throws to Cepeda. 2 away. It was the Javier era that started this mess in this inning. That run is unearned. So 2 outs. The first baseman, Carlos Santana, steps to the plate. He is grounded out and has a nice tattoo of a Spalding baseball in his rib cage from Bob Gibson. Gibson kicks and deals to Santana, and that's a 2-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 2-3. 2-3, Santana. Hard hit ball to Cepeda. He backhands it. Throws to Gibson, covering the bag. The side is retired, but the Indians tack on another. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Cleveland. Due up for the Cardinals. Flood, Maris, and Cepeda. This is one of the most anemic offenses in the history of a team that went to the World Series. They're god-awful. All right, Flood doubled in his first plate appearance. He's 1 for 1. Corners playing in against the Flood bunt attempt, possibly. Here's the pitch from Kluber to Flood, and that's a 5-4. Someone's going to be shown the door on the 5-4. 5-4 to Flood, and this will be a play for Gomes, the catcher. We rolled an 11 on the 20-sided die. That's going to be a pop-up. Gomes throws the mask off, heads towards the screen, and that's a 12, and he will make the play. And that'll be out number 1. 1 out, no one on. For Roger Maris, who has been awful. 167, no homers, 3 ribbies. 0 for 1 today. He popped out on a pitch he should have gripped and ripped on. He's looking for the 2-3 column. Kluber deals to one of the former M&M boys, Roger Maris. That's a 1-8 to Maris. 1-8 to Roger Maris. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Oh, my Lord. 2 up, 2 down for the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. He is 0 for 1. He has been a strikeout victim of Corey Kluber. Cepeda awaits a Kluber offering. Here's the pitch, and that's a 1-7 to Cepeda. 1-7 to Orlando Cepeda. That's going to be a hard hit ball to Lindor at short. He's up with it. He throws to Santana. The side is retired. Top of the fifth. 3-0 Cleveland. Due up Lindor, Brantley, and Encarnacion to face Bob Gibson. Gibson has gone 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. Only 2 of them have been earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Lindor is 2 for 2. He singled twice off Gibby. The windup and the pitch from Gibson to Lindor, and that is a 1-4. A 1-4 to Lindor. Pop up. McCarver throws the mask off. He waits for it to come down. Makes the catch. 1 down. Michael Brantley is 2 for 2. He has doubled, singled with a ribby. Trying to go 3 for 3 here. Gibson deals to the left-handed Brantley, and that's a 1-7 to Brantley. 1-7 to Brantley. Ground ball to Javier at second. Over to Cepeda. 2 away. Base is empty. Top of the fifth. 3-0 Cleveland. Now bring up Edwin Encarnacion, who is 0 for 1. He has lined out and had a sac fly for a ribby. Encarnacion, right-handed batter, looking for the 1-3 column. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch from Gibby to Encarnacion, and that is a 6-7 column of death for a batter. 6-7 off the Gibson card. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Go to the bottom of the fifth. 3-0 Indians. Due up for the Cardinals and their anemic offense. McCarver, Shannon, and Javier. Tim McCarver grounded out. He is 0 for 1. The left-handed batting catcher digs in, hoping to strike one deep. Kluber nods his head. The windup and the pitch to McCarver, and that is a 3-8 to Tim McCarver. Kluber made a mistake there. Will McCarver make him pay on the 3-8? And that is a 9 on the split. McCarver's going to strike this ball well. Did he get all of it? He goes the opposite way. Brantley back at the wall. He leaps. And he comes down with it. Brantley robs McCarver of a home run. And there's 1 down. Corey Kluber just smiles at his left fielder. He hung a curveball. McCarver sat back on it, tried to go the other way, and he almost knocked it out. So 1 out, base is empty for Mike Shannon. He struck out his first time up. Kluber's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Shannon. And that is a 3-3. What will it be? We shall see the 3-3. Shannon is going to see a pitch to Grip and Rip. And he's going to hit this ball deep. That's a 16 on the split. Kluber fooling no one. That ball is lifted deep to left. Brantley going back to the wall again. He leaps. And he's got it again. Holy cow. Brantley has just robbed back-to-back home runs. Instead, they're back-to-back web gems. Unbelievable. So there are 2 outs. Base is empty. As Nat King Cole Curry says, regarding when I make mistake when rolling, I just consider it a human error. Yes, it is. That's a good point. I'm not going to play the whole game over. You are correct. It's just like a umpire making an error. So Brantley robs possibly, well, they would have been back-to-back jacks. Instead, they're back-to-back web gems. Here comes Julian Javier. He is 0 for 1. Lined out. Kluber deals to Javier, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. A very unlikely 1-2-3 inning, as he should have given up 2 gopher balls. That's a 3-6 to Javier. 3-6 to Javier. Ground ball, Lindor. He backhands it at short, throws to Santana, and the side is over. Kluber tips his cap to Brantley coming in from left, and they jog to the dugout. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-0 Cleveland. Kluber is throwing a 1-hitter. Due up for the Indians, Chisenhall, Ramirez, and Kipnis. Chisenhall is 0 for 2. He struck out twice against Gibby. The windup and the pitch to Lonnie Chisenhall, and that's a 6-11 column of death. 6-11 to Chisenhall. That's going to be a fly ball out to Maris in right. We rolled a 10. Maris has a beat on it. As he races towards the ball, that is a 9 on the error check. He will make the catch on the Lonnie Chisenhall fly ball towards the line, and that's out number 1. 1 out, no one on for Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice against Gibson. McCarver wiggles the fingers. Gibson quickly nods his head. Here's the pitch to Ramirez, and that is a 5-7 to Ramirez. 5-7. Trying to get off the schneid, and he's not going to. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gibby struck out 4 so far. But the Indians lead 3-0. Striding the plate with 2 outs, second baseman, left-handed batter, Jason Kipnis. He's grounded out twice also. And I'll be back in a moment. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So Kipnis is at the plate. I don't remember if I rolled. I don't think I rolled. So we're going to roll now. Here's a pitch from Gibson to Kipnis. And that's a 1. I think I did roll. Oh, well, too late. 1-6. 1-6. Pop-up. Shortstop. Maxville waving his hands. He's got it on the outfield turf. And he makes the catch. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 Cleveland. Due up for the Cardinals. Toland, Maxville, and Brock. This anemic Cardinal offense has mustered all of 1 hit off Corey Kluber. Kluber has gone 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Bobby Toland is 0 for 1. He flew out. Here's the pitch to Bobby Toland, and that is a 6-6. Pick up some sticks. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6 to Bobby Toland off the Corey Kluber card. And we rolled a 1. This is going to be a hard hit ball, and that's going to scoot right into the outfield, right up the middle past the dive of Kipnis. So that's a second hit. Bobby Toland is at first. 80% chance of stealing second. We're down 3. We're going to take the chance here. Now it's 90%. Oh, geez. I clicked on the wrong thing. That's what sucks. I should not be able to do that. The PC, I've accidentally clicked on take the hold off. I wanted to click on steal. There we go. 1 through 16. He's got a 78% chance of getting the lead. We're going to attempt it. 78% chance of getting the lead, and he can't. So Kluber and Santana do a good job at keeping him close. We're not going to steal at 60%. Here's Dahl Maxville. He's 0 for 1. We need to string some hits together. And that's a wild pitch. So Kluber is so concerned to get that ball over the plate. He throws a wild pitch. And Toland gets the second anyway. Come on, Dahl Maxville. Let's try to knock him in here. He's 0 for 1. Toland takes his lead off second. The windup and the pitch from Kluber. And he deals Maxville a 5-6. 5-6 off the Kluber card. 5-6. Swing and a miss. Nothing but air for Dahl Maxville. 1 out. Toland stands at second. Top of the order, Lou Brock. He is struck out and walked. Can Brock knock in a run here? This Cardinal offense is god-awful. Here's the pitch to Brock. And Kluber deals the left-handed batting Brock a 1-8. Off the Brock card, not a column of choice, the 1-8. And Brock walks for a second time. Good job by Lou Brock. Tying run comes to the plate, and Curt Flood. Flood has knocked in 7 ribbies in this project. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. Flood had 5 home runs in 68. And we need a double here, though, or a hit, something. Maris has been awful. He's on deck. Kluber takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He kicks and deals to Curt Flood. And that is a 1-7. Column of choice. Can Curt Flood be a hero here? 1-7. Kluber misses location. And that's a single to left. Tolan 1 through 13 will be safe. We will hold the runner. Brantley has a -2 arm. So bases are loaded. 1 out for Roger Maris, who has stunk. He's batting 163 with 3 homers, but he is due. In actuality, he batted 255. He is due for a big hit. If he goes yard, if he can turn back the hands of time, back to 61, the Cardinals will take a 4-3 lead. Gomes goes out to have a word with Kluber. Santana meets him on the mound. Players back to their positions. Maris digs in, looking to tee it high and let it fly. Kluber, again with a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Roger Maris, looking for the 2-3. Instead, he gets a 1-2. A 1-2. How do you do? 1-2. 1-2. And he's hit by the pitch. And the Cardinals finally score a run. Maris is hit by the pitch. And it's 3-1. 1 out, bases loaded. And here comes the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda had 16 home runs. He was the home run leader for the Cardinals in 68, followed by Shannon with 15. Cepeda's 0 for 2. He struck out and ground out. Kluber finding himself in a pickle here. The baby bull awaits the Kluber offering. Pitch homeward bound. And that is a 6-5 off the Kluber card. Column of choice for Cepeda. 6. 5. Kluber again will miss location. And Cepeda's going to crush this ball. We rolled 11. That ball's going to be high off the wall. Zimmerman leaps. He's not going to get there. It's a double. Send the lead. Hold all runners. We have a tie ball game. It is 3-3. Maris is at third. Cepeda clapping his hands frantically at second. With the 1 out double that ties the ball game. 3-3. And this anemic offense has picked up the pace. Infield moves in to face Tim McCarver, who's 0 for 2. He's got to hit a ball deep here. Maris 1 through 14, base runner at third. 1 out. McCarver again 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. Here's the pitch to Tim McCarver from Corey Kluber. And that's a 6-4. 6-4. That's Kluber's weakness. That 6 column. 6-4 again. Kluber misses location. And a 14. That's not going to get it done by McCarver. As that is a shallow pop-up to right center. Kipnis goes out and makes the unbelievable catch. Infield in. Kipnis just went flying back there. He makes the catch. Maris bluffed but did not go. As Chisenhall was coming in, Kipnis was going out. Unbelievable catch from the infield in. He was playing where the you can see the stripes on the turf that designate the base paths. Wow. So 2 outs. Second and third, 3-3 ball game for Mike Shannon. He's 0 for 2. Shannon had 15 home runs. Can he go yard, make it 6-3? Shannon awaits. The Kluber offering. Gomes wiggles the finger, sets the target. Here's the windup and the pitch from Kluber to Shannon. And that's a 1-5 to Mike Shannon. 1-5 off the Shannon card. Not a column of choice, though. 1-5. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Kluber pitches out of a mess, but he gives up 3 thanks to a hit batsman and a double by the Baby Bull Orlando Cepeda. We go top of the 7th. We have a brand new ball game. It's 3-3, folks. In the chat, we have Dave Gardner and the original Grognard. How you doing, my friends? And Clinton Parks. Hope all is well. Remember to check out Dave Gardner. He put a hockey game up. I'll be watching that a little later. He does a wonderful job with his hockey. And also check out Dave Gardner's website, hockeytournaments.com. Due up for Cleveland in a 3-3 ball game, Zimmer, Gomes, and the top of the order, Santana. Zimmer 1 for 2 with a run scored. He has singled and reached on a 2-base error by Javier. That's the difference in the ball game here. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Zimmer. And that's a 3-5. Can Gibson settle down? 3-5. No, he can't. He will miss location again. 3-5 to Zimmer, column of choice. And that's going to be a clean single right up the wickets into center. Corners playing in. Zimmer, 85% chance of stealing second. Yan Gomes is a D-bunter. Why are we playing the corners in? He is not going to bunt. Let's bring our infield back to normal. And Zimmer's going to attempt to steal 1 through 7. We've had no luck at this, but we're going to throw down. We need an 18 or better. McCarver's 0 for 2 on steals, and that's a 10. At least it won't be an error check. Stealing second is Zimmer. He's in scoring position. Gomes is 0 for 2. Santana on deck. Gomes looking for the 2-4 column. Here's the pitch from Gibson. And that's the column of death. 6-11 off the Gibson card for a batter. 6-11. So Gibson comes up big here. 6-11. Fly ball to Maris in right field, who's usually a solid right fielder. That's a 14. Maris racing after the ball once again. He has a beat on it. And that's a 10. And Maris will make the catch. Will Zimmer tag up? That's the question. Maris with a -2 arm and right. Zimmer 1 through 17. Maris makes the catch. Zimmer's going to try to tag. We need a high roll here. And we're not going to get it. That's a 7. So Zimmer should tag up successfully, and he does. Infield moves in. Santana is at the plate. Santana in the project batting 111. On deck is Lindor. He has owned Gibson today. Infield in. So we will pitch to Santana. He's looking for the 3-4 column. Gibson needs a strikeout here. Santana trying to untie this ball game. 3-3. Go ahead run at third for Cleveland. Top of the 7th. 1 out. The windup and the pitch from Gibson to Santana. And that is a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. 5-6 to Santana. Fastball. Strike 3 looking. Oh, my Lord. Painted the outside corner. McCarver framed it. That is a tremendous job of pitching by Bob Gibson. He's now struck out 5. But here comes his nemesis, Francisco Lindor. 2 singles and a pop-out. He has scored a run. On deck is Brantley. He's also hit Gibby quite hard. So Gibson 1 out away from stranding Zimmer at third and keeping it a 3-3 ball game and taking it to the bottom of the 7th. McCarver goes through the signs. Gibson quickly nods his head. He rocks and deals to Francisco Lindor, and that's a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 5-3. 5-3 to Lindor. Ground ball back to Gibby. It's a 7 on the 20-sided die. Gibson knocks it down, races to his third base side, picks it up, throws to first. We roll a 10. And they nip Lindor by a step. Zimmer is stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root. Root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. As my father is yelling at the TV because the Red Sox in real life are pooping the bed once again. That's why you should take spring training seriously, people. Anyone who says it's early in the season is a moron, in my opinion. Don't want to keep losing ball games. When it's only one pitcher who pitches bad, or two, I can see it. When it's the whole pitching staff, and with them playing, who goes to third when you're down by 4? Basic baseball, people. Basic baseball. Anyhow, I still love them. I love all the Red Sox. I just want them to win a few games. Let's have a 500 record before the All-Star break. All right, trivia. Why was Sal Maglie called the Barber? Because his father was a barber, I believe. Sal Maglie was from Springfield, Massachusetts. Or it was his father, I think. Well, yeah, he would throw in tight, but his dad was a barber. My dad knew his dad, so I'm pretty sure I'm right with that one. That's why he's called the Barber. Because he would throw in close shaves. I get that, but I'm pretty sure his dad was a barber. I will double check with my father when this game is over. All right, due up for the Cardinals. An entire ball game in the bottom of the 7th. Javier, Tolan, and Maxfield. Julian Javier, who has committed the error that gave the Indians their 3rd run, is 0 for 2. Kluber back up on the mound. He did not have a stellar 6th inning. He came apart. Here's the pitch to Javier, trying to get up the schneid, as we say. That's a 1-9 off the Javier card. Not a common choice, though, for Julian. 1-9. But he hits a tough pitch, and that's going to get in there. 8, and that's going to be a single for Julian Javier. Sat back on that curve, singles between Ramirez and Lindor to left. So the go-ahead run at first, 90% chance of stealing second. Bobby Tolan is a C bunter. Corners move in. We're going to take the steal attempt here. Only a 17% chance of getting the lead, but if he gets the lead 1 through 18, he's safe. He can't get the lead. We will not attempt the steal now. Tolan is 1 for 2. Maxfield's on deck. Tolan will attempt to bunt the runner over. 72% chance of a successful bunt. Here's the pitch. Tolan squares. He puts the bunt down. And Kluber has it, and he fires to second. Lindor steps on the bag, and Tolan's bunt is too hard on the turf. They get the lead runner. So Javier's retired. Tolan takes his place at first. So 1 out, and Bobby Tolan is at first. He'll attempt to steal second. 80% chance of stealing. 78% chance of getting the lead. We're going to attempt to steal. He can't get the lead. Unbelievable. 60% chance. 1 through 12. We're going to attempt the stolen base. We need a 12 or under. And we got 12. He just slides in there safely. Lindor protests. We get a 12. He should be safe. Actually, it was Kipnis who fielded the throw from Gomes. So Tolan, making up for a poor bunt attempt there, is at second base. With 1 out, Maxfield is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Can he give the Cardinals the lead here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th? 3-3 ball game. Kluber looks over his shoulder. Now in at the plate. Gomes sets a target. Here's the pitch to Maxfield. That is a 5-7. 5-7. Off the Kluber card. 5-7. And a 13. Maxfield will hit the ball hard, but not hard enough. As he drives his ball deep to left, Brantley at the track, reaches up, makes the catch. Tolan bluffs, but does not go. So 2 outs, top of the order for Lou Brock. Tolan will be off on contact. Those couple extra steps should score him. Brock needs to come through here. He's 0 for 1. He struck out, but has walked twice. He needs a 2-6 column. Kluber's still on the mound for the Indians. Here's the pitch from Corey Kluber to Hall of Famer Lou Brock, and that's a 6-8 off the Kluber card. Column of choice. So Brock's going to see a good pitch to grip and rip on the 6-8. Fastball. Strike 3 looking. Brock can't pull the trigger. They strand Tolan at second. We go to the top of the 8th, tied at 3. Ouch. ID gestures at the ballpark. Hope all is well, my friends. So it'll be Brantley Encarnacion and Chisenhall. Brantley is 2 for 3 with a double. Let me just make sure that Cleveland is managed by the computer. I just want to make sure about that. They want us to guard the lines here. Okay, we'll do that. Gibson, 3-3 ball game. He has a reprieve from the governor. A miracle of God. The St. Louis Cardinals scored 3 runs in this bottom of the 6th to tie it. Here's the pitch of Brantley, 2 for 3 with a double and a ribby. And Brantley is dealt from Gibson a 4-6. Oh boy, column of choice off the Gibson card, 4-6. And Brantley continues to strike Gibson and strike Gibson well. 14 on the split. And that's going to be a single. Past the dive of Cepeda. Into right field. Maris fields it, throws it back into Javier. Go ahead, run at first. 85% chance of stealing second. Let's see if he gets the lead. He cannot get the lead. Gibson and Cepeda do a good job there. Encarnacion's at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ribby. He has a sac fly. He's also struck out. Gibson hoping for the double play as Maxwell and Javier pinch the middle. The windup and the pitch to Edwin Encarnacion. And that is a 1-5. A 1-5. Oh, my Lord. That's going to be a huge opportunity for Encarnacion. 1-5 and a 4. It's just not Bob Gibson's night, folks. And a 4. Boom goes the ball. Encarnacion will touch them all. Brantley scores ahead of him. And just like that, the Indians go up 5-3 as he was sitting dead red and deposited that ball in the left center field bleachers. A lot of joy in that Cleveland Indians dugout. Gibson just shakes his head. He challenged Encarnacion, and Encarnacion won. So it's 5-3 Cleveland Indians. Gibson stares at the dugout. The pitching coach was going to come out, but just sits down. Here's Chisenhall, 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and flown out. I wouldn't want to be Lonnie Chisenhall here. He could get plunked. Gibson kicks and deals to Chisenhall, and that is a 6-3 column of death. Gibson has not been sharp at all in this game, but he'll make a pitch here on the 6-3. 6 column usually very good. That's a fly ball out to left and Lou Brock, and we rolled at 10. Brock has a beat on the ball. He goes racing after it. Will he make the diving catch? That's the question, and that's a 10. Brock goes into the dive, and he makes the catch for out number 1, robbing Chisenhall of extra bases. I'll bring up Jose Ramirez, who's 0 for 2. He's ground out twice and struck out. Gibson kicks and fires to Ramirez. Column of death, 6-11. 6-11 to Ramirez. I think this is another fielding check. 6-11. And this time it will be a fielding check for Maris as this ball's hit out to Maris. That's a 9 we rolled. So Maris has a shot at this. Error check now, and that's a 6. Maris, oh, it's going to go off his glove! Maris racing towards the ball. Shut his glove too quick. It goes off his glove, rolls towards the corner. By the time he chases it down and throws to Javier, Ramirez stands at second. That is the 3rd error for the Cardinals in this game. Gibson is besides himself on the mound, probably still pissed off that he gave up the 2-run homer, but that doesn't help the error by Maris. So Ramirez stands at second with 1 out for Kipnis, who's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and popped out. Here's the pitch to Kipnis, and that is a 5-7 off the Gibby card. 5-7. Oh boy. Fastball high and tight. Strike 3. Oh, boy. Kipnis didn't like the call. McCarver just gives him a look like shut the hell up and go back to the bench. There's some chirping now. This game's getting a little bit testy. 2 outs. Ramirez stands at second. Here comes Zimmer. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored. He has singled, reached on a 2-base error by Javier, and singled again. Gibson might give him a Sal Maglia close shave here. Grim determination, a very angry Bob Gibson on the mound. Here's the pitch to Zimmer, and that's a 5-8. 5-8 to Zimmer. Runner off on second. Ground ball to Julian Javier, who's been an adventure out there, and that's a 9. Javier will smother that ball. He picks it up. He throws to first, and that is a 9. And he throws low, but Cepeda scoops the ball out of the dirt, and the side is retired. But Gibson gives up a 2-run blast. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Indians lead 5-3. Corners are playing in for Curt Flood, who's 2 for 3 with a double. He has singled and doubled, and we have phone delay. We'll be right back. And we are back as Clinton Parks' great gesture shows up, does reverse shenanigans, and look what happens. I was cheering for the Cards too. Yeah, but Jester's a Card fan though. And here's Curt Flood, 2 for 3. Kluber still on the mound. You think they would have went to their closer. The Strat-Sim engine leaves sometimes a lot to be desired, in my opinion. Sometimes. Other times it does a wonderful job, but they're sticking with the Kluber. Here's the pitch for Flood. Can he pick up his 3rd hit? Most unlikely, but can he? 4-6. I don't think that's going to get it done off the Kluber card. 4-6. No, it does not. Strike 3 looking, so Kluber has struck out 9. A very quiet 9. Coming to the plate, Roger Maris, who's practically an automatic out. It was like Bad News Bears when he got hit. We were happy about that. He got hit with the bases loaded, thus his RBI. Prior to that, he popped out and struck out. Here's the pitch to Maris from Kluber. And that's a 3-9 to Maris. Maris is going to see a pitch to grip and rip. He failed the first time on a Kluber mistake. Can he do it now on the 3-9? Come on, Roger Maris. 3-9. Nope. Gets under it. Was late on that fastball. He'll fly out to Brantley and left. So again, Maris fails his task last year of baseball in 1968. So 2 outs, bases empty for Orlando Cepeda. He had a bases clearing. No, he knocked in 2, on a double with the bases loaded, tying the game. Maris has the other RBI when he was hit by a pitch. 5-3 Indians. Here's the pitch to the Baby Bull, and that is a 2-4 to Cepeda. Column of choice. Come on, Baby Bull. 2-4. 4-5s are usually pretty good. 2-4, 2-4. Son of a gun. Misses his pitch. Pops it up. Lindor at short will make the play, and the side is retired. The Cardinals had opportunities. Kluber was not sharp in that inning, but they did not make him pay. We go to the top of the 9th. 5-3 Cleveland. Gibson starts his games and likes to finish his games no matter what. He'll face Gomes, the top of the order, Santana and Lindor. Yan Gomes is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Gomes. And that is a 3-5 to Gomes. 3-5. Not a column of choice, though. You know why? Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's why. And Gibson has struck out 7, but he is not a happy camper. He's given up 5 runs. This is his worst, I think, his worst outing of this project. Here's Carlos Santana 0 for 3 with a run scored. He was hit by a pitch. He awaits the Gibson offering. Pitch homeward bound to the left-handed batting Santana. That's a 4-7. Oh boy, Gibson has not been sharp. He misses location again. 4-7 to Santana. And that's a solid single to center. Quickly on the turf and through. Will they send Santana up 2? Stepping to the plate is Lindor. 2 for 4 with a run scored. He singled twice and fouled out and ground out. Santana can't get the lead. Here's the pitch to Lindor. Lindor looking for the 2-4, and he's going to get a 2. And a 7, so he gets column of choice. Again, Gibson has not been sharp. 2, 7. Will Lindor pick up his third hit? Hard hit ball to Javier. Maxwell comes across the bag, throws a Cepeda, double play. The side is retired. 4-6-3. We go to the bottom of the ninth. And this anemic offense, can they do it again? 2 to tie, 3 to win. It will be up to McCarver, Shannon, and Javier. Now here comes Cody Allen for the Indians. I do believe this is the closer. Cody Allen in 2017, 3 wins, 7 losses, 2.94 earned run average. He saved 30 games. He gave up 9 gopher balls, struck out 92, and walked 21. McCarver is 0 for 3. Allen is a right-handed thrower. Here's the pitch to McCarver. Can Tim get his first hit here? That's a 5-7. And that's where you want to be if you have to hit the Allen card. So Allen's going to miss location on the 5-7. And that's ball 4. Tying run comes to the plate in Mike Shannon. Shannon has 15 home runs. Shannon, who was robbed of a homer by Brantley in left. He has struck out, the home run robbery, then struck out again. His 3 at-bats against Kluber. Shannon looking for revenge. Looking for something that he can drive out of the ballpark. Allen peeks to first. Now looks in, picks up the sign from Gomes. The windup and the pitch to Mike Shannon. Don't call me Dell. And that is a 4-8 off the Allen card. 4-8. Fastball. Strike 3 looking. Couldn't pull the trigger. He was befuddled by the curve earlier on. So 1 out. Double play ball will win the game now for the Indians. Lindor and Kipnis pinch the middle. Here's Julian Javier, who made an error that cost a run. Is 1 for 3. Can Javier keep the line moving? He represents a tying run at the plate. Allen takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch to Javier. And that is a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Allen card. 5-3 most likely. Not good for Julian Javier. And it's a hard hit ball right back towards the pitcher, Allen. We rolled a 16. Allen fields the ball. It's a G2. I think he's going to throw to second on this, and that's a 9. They're going to try to turn 2 here, as Allen will throw to Lindor. Javier McCarver goes in hard. They break up the double play. 2 away. They get the lead runner. So, with 2 outs, here comes Bobby Tolan. Javier, 95% chance of stealing. We're going to play unorthodox. I don't recommend this in real life, but we're going to attempt to steal. He's not going to get the lead anyway. We haven't got a lead yet. Only a 17% chance of getting the lead. Attempt to steal. Can't get the lead again. And we won't steal. Okay, we have not got the lead no matter what. Even when Tolan got on, it was a 75% chance we didn't get the lead. Alrighty, thank you, Strat. And here's Bobby Tolan, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Tolan has hit a home run in this project and does have 2 ribbies. If Tolan goes yard, we have a tie ball game. If Tolan is out, the ball game is over and Cleveland wins 5-3. Allen 1 out away from a save, and Kluber 1 out away from a win, and Bob Gibson and the Cardinals 1 out away from a loss. Tolan awaits the Allen offering. Here's the pitch by Allen to Tolan. It's a 2-8 off the Tolan card. 2-8, not a column of choice. 2-8. Strike 3 on the curve, and the ball game is over. Bob Gibson, probably his worst start of the project, gives up 5 runs, though only 4 of them were earned, I do believe. Cleveland and Corey Kluber defeat Bob Gibson, the Cardinals, 5-3. The winning hit was a 2-run homer by the Indians. We'll get that in a second. Let's get the box score. Excuse me. The game-winning 2-run homer, Encarnacion. And that was the winner, 5-3. Gibson loses the game, So, in 15 starts, he is 8-6 with 1 no decision. He went 9 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, only 4 of them were earned, struck out 7, walked none, gave up a home run. His ERA is a 1.90. Kluber is now 2-1. 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. His ERA is 1.88. Allen picks up his second save. For the Indians, Santana 1 for 4 with a run scored. He's only batting 182. Lindor 2 for 5 with a run scored. He's batting 154. Brantley's hot hitting in the project against listen to this, against Gibson and McLain. His batting average is now 636. And he'll next face Denny McLain. And he was 3 for 4 with a run and a ribby. Encarnacion's batting 100. He was 1 for 3 with a run and 3 ribbies. So we had a sac fly and the 2-run homer. Chisenhall 0 for 4, Ramirez 0 for 4, Kipnis 0 for 4, Zimmer 2 for 4 with a run scored. He's batting 600. Gomes was 0 for 4, batting 200. The Indians in a victory, 36 at-bats, 5 runs, 9 hits, 4 ribbies. For the Cardinals, Lou Brock was 0 for 2 with a run scored. Kurt Flood 2 for 4. He's batting 206, by the way. Kurt Flood is 2 for 4 with a run scored, 226. Maris 0 for 3 with a ribby because he got hit by a pitch. He's batting 160. Cepeda 1 for 4. He had a 2-run double, knocked in 2 runs. He's batting 169. McCarver's 0 for 3, batting 175. Shannon's 0 for 4, batting 291. Javier's 1 for 4, batting 281. Bobby Tolan 1 for 4 with a run scored, batting 316. Dahl Maxville 0 for 3, batting 191. We're going to have to shake up this lineup a bit to try to score some runs. I'm just going to take the guys who are hitting good and plop them all together. In their defeat, Cardinals 31 at-bats, 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 ribbies. Thank you very much for watching. I'd like to thank ID Jester, Johnny B. Crazy, Rob Explanation Point, Bobby Catalano, Ken Castro, Dave Little. He's going to have a basketball game coming up, so let's all go watch that. If he has not started already, it's 9:06. He probably just started. Casey Jones, 1970. Check out that great channel if you like to see trains. I love trains. It's fun to watch. Dave Gardner, HockeyTournaments.com. Clinton Parks, all things baseball. W. Voggs, our good friend Will, card collecting. We had a wonderful crowd in the chat. It seems like you guys enjoyed it. The original Grognard, all things military strategy, and much, much more. Remember, he's got Gunslinger up. That's a fun game. Larry Harris, Nat King Curry the 4th. Beautiful singing voice. Check that channel out. And that is it, folks. We had a couple of delays. We had Al having a brain fart, thinking he clicked on the wrong button. I might have. And we had Al moving the dice by accident with his hand, re-rolling. So that is it. That is it. Oh boy, let's just bring this up quickly. Hold on a second. I didn't enlarge this. Let's just do that. That didn't sound right. Let's make the box score a little bigger. There we go. All right, we'll leave that up for a second. Thank you very much. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Let's all go support Dave. A little now. Remember, check out Dave Gardner. He had a hockey game up earlier, and Rob did some stuff today, and I think ID Jester did something too. I think I saw. But check out all the friends in the community and support them all. So watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Health and happiness. I wouldn't want to be in the clubhouse with Bob Gibson right now. God bless, and you know what's coming, folks. You know what is coming. Peace!